How do you handle adversity? You know, how we handle adversity tells others a lot about us, doesn't it? I want to talk about that in the next two sessions, a two-part session. This is the first one on how to handle adversity and what the Bible tells us and encourages us to do. Welcome to your morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me today. There's no better example on how to deal with adversity. We all deal with it. Paul had more than his share. And I want to quickly share with you a mindset that Paul had in dealing with adversity and what helped him get through it. And it's found in 2 Corinthians 4th chapter, 8th and 9th verse. Listen to his mindset and what he has to say here as he's talking about the trials that have abounded through his ministry. He says, we're hard pressed on every side, but we're not crushed. He said, we're perplexed, but we're not in despair. We're persecuted, but we're not forsaken. And yeah, we've been struck down, but we've not been destroyed. Paul had a positive mindset in everything that was going on. It could always have been worse, and he knew that and thought about it. That's one thing I try to do, and I trust you'll do the same thing. Have a positive mindset and realize it could always be worse. That helps your mind to deal with the adversity that you're facing. Say you get a flat tire on the side of the road. Yeah, it's a terrible thing, but hey, you didn't have an appointment you had to keep, so you weren't late for the appointment, right? And you got a spare in the back. You might have not had a spare. And you had a shoulder to pull off on. What if there was no shoulder? Oh man. And it's in the daytime so you can see what you're doing. It wasn't at night. And it's not raining. You get where I'm coming here? It can always be worse, can't it? The key is to maintain a positive mindset as Paul did, knowing it can always be worse. God puts us through the trials and adversities to strengthen us, to mature us, to bring us along to where He wants us to be. And I'll finish with this great verse in Philippians that Paul also shared. And it's the kind of mindset we need to have as far as being positive. It says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are noble, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, think on these things. So as you face adversity today, have a positive mindset, think on those things, and realize it could always be worse. After all, we may be struck down, but we are not destroyed. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration. We'll see you next time.